A new exhibit at USM's library traces the development of the Pine Belt through timber industries and railroads.
Fox 23's Alyssa Cole has our top story.
Here in the Pine Belt, we're surrounded by trees. They're everywhere you turn, but do you ever wonder why a group of people would settle and build a town in the middle of the woods?
Timber and lumber was more than just kind of a job, or it was really what built a lot of the South.
Curator of Rare Books and USM Special Collections, Jennifer Brannock, says an intern in her department pieced together stories of Hattiesburg's birth with old articles, photos, and books.
A lot of younger generations where the timber industry isn't necessarily as important as it once was, they have lost connection with that and don't realize kind of the history of the state and kind of where it was so agriculturally based.
More than 200 years later, a glass case inside the university's library exhibits Hattiesburg's first economic engines, railroads, timber, and lumber companies.
So it really is not only part of the history of the towns, but of the communities and of the people who lived here. So to be able to see it, glimpse that through this exhibit as well as through the collections that we have, you can kind of piece it all together and see kind of what it's about.
Some stories about what it was like back then you can only hear by word of mouth.
I have heard stories that a lot of the lumber barons who started these camps would build grand two-story houses, and then at the end of the camp, after everything was used, then they would just burn the house.
Brannock says she doesn't know how true it is because stories like that have been passed down through generations. But what is true are the documents inside the glass exhibit that carries the story of the Pine Belt's history. Alyssa Cole, Fox 23 News.
The exhibit is free and open to the public. You can visit anytime from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m.